When I tell you the battles, people don't understand. When we are in power, the battles we gotta fight that you will never know about. Never. To keep a show on the air. I'm gonna tell you, I've always wanted my own talk show, maybe called Sherri, I don't know. Because I love to have fun, I love people feeling good.
Everybody's been watching Wendy Williams closely. Ever since Sherri Shepherd stepped into that daytime slot, people have been wondering if Wendy was quietly waiting for the moment things would fall apart.
It's being reported, y'all, that things are finally looking up, y'all, for Wendy Williams. And they're saying the deciders are right. They're saying 2026 could be her biggest year yet. Now, they say just one day, honey, after the news broke that her daytime replacement, Sherri Shepherd, is being canceled after 4 seasons. It's being reported, y'all, MTO has learned that producers are actively, y'all, working on a plan to bring Wendy Williams back, y'all, to television.
On camera, Wendy kept it polite and professional, smiling and playing nice. But now that Sherri's show has officially been canceled, Wendy is starting to speak up. And she's making it very clear why she believes nobody could truly take her place on daytime TV. Now the big question floating around is this: is Wendy about to step right back into that spotlight? Because the chatter is getting louder, and some insiders are hinting that a comeback could be closer than anyone expected. If the rumors are real, daytime television might be seeing Wendy back on screen sooner rather than later.
Okay, so Sherri Shepherd. Sherri.
By now, most people have already heard the shocking news that Sherri Shepherd's talk show has been canceled. The announcement caught a lot of viewers off guard because the show had been running for 4 seasons and featured some huge guests, including Oprah, Michelle Obama, and 50 Cent. Ratings for Sherri's show were actually solid compared to other daytime programs, even holding its own against shows like Jennifer Hudson's. Because of that momentum, Sherri reportedly felt confident the series would get a 5th season. Some reports even say she believed the show could secure multiple renewals and lock in her future in daytime television. Behind the scenes, though, things were already shifting. Sources say Sherri had begun asking for changes to the show's structure, including a pay increase and a lighter filming schedule, so she could focus on other projects like acting and comedy work. So when the distributor, Debmar Mercury, decided to cancel the show, it reportedly caught her completely off guard. According to insiders, the situation was far from smooth, and the cancellation did not end on friendly terms. When executives at Debmar Mercury confirmed the cancellation, they tried to soften the blow with a very careful statement. They explained, "This decision is driven by the evolving daytime television landscape and does not reflect on the strength of the show, its production, which has found strong creative momentum this season, or the incredibly talented Sherri Shepherd. We believe in this show and in Sherri, and intend to explore alternatives for it on other platforms." That message sounded supportive on the surface, but fans were still left wondering what really happened behind the scenes. Because here's the strange part. If the show truly had strong momentum and solid viewership, why pull the plug so suddenly? The situation raised eyebrows across the daytime TV world. And according to Wendy Williams, none of this was actually shocking to her. She claims she saw the outcome coming from the very beginning. Wendy believes the real reason Sherri's show was picked up had very little to do with building a brand new star. Instead, she says the network simply needed someone upbeat and friendly who could step in and fill the massive space she left behind on daytime television. In other words, they weren't searching for the next big host. They were searching for someone who could temporarily steady the ship. Before landing that major slot, Sherri had reportedly been trying to launch her own talk show for a while without much success. Then everything changed when Wendy's health situation became more serious. During that period, several guest hosts rotated through the show while producers waited to see if Wendy would return. Sherri Shepherd was one of those guest hosts, and her appearances started getting strong reactions from viewers. Once Wendy was placed under a guardianship and it became clear she wouldn't be returning anytime soon, the network made a bold move. They announced that Sherri would be getting her own daytime talk show to take over the time slot. And this is where things got a little awkward for many fans. Sherri actually revealed the news about her brand new talk show while appearing on the very same set connected to Wendy's program. The network didn't even try to hide the transition, openly presenting Sherri as the person stepping into Wendy's space on daytime TV.
Starting in September, I am debuting my own talk show, Sherri! I am so excited because I am going to be joining the Debmar Mercury family. That is the company that produces this show and several others that you love.
Sherri was handed the exact same 10 a.m. time slot that Wendy used to dominate, and it didn't stop there. Even Wendy's social media pages were transformed. Her Instagram and Twitter accounts were renamed so Sherri could inherit the massive following Wendy had built over the years. Yes, seriously, overnight, those millions of followers suddenly became the audience for Sherri's brand new show. When the show finally launched, a lot of viewers noticed something immediately. The setup looked very familiar. The entrance style felt similar. The segments followed a pattern people had already seen before, and the overall vibe reminded fans of the original program. Watching it almost felt like seeing a version of The Wendy Show, just without the famous purple chair and without the signature catchphrase everyone knew. So it's probably no surprise that Wendy wasn't happy about the situation. Before her health challenges, Wendy had built a reputation for being extremely dedicated to her show. She showed up consistently, kept the schedule tight, and carried the program for years. Then suddenly, the show moved forward without her, and the transition sparked a lot of tension behind the scenes. At one point, Sherri even made comments suggesting that Wendy should focus on resting at home and being cared for during her health situation.
She's not well. So there's just a lot going on in Wendy's life that this is where you need your friends, where you need your family. You need people who love you. So all I can do over here is pray.
That remark stirred up strong reactions among fans. From Wendy's perspective, the situation felt personal, especially since she had hoped the two of them could eventually sit down and clear the air. But according to reports, the disagreement only grew louder. Sherri reportedly suggested that Wendy might be feeling jealous of her success. Now that the show has ended so abruptly, Wendy is speaking out and hinting that the outcome feels like karma for the way everything played out. And if Sherri is hoping the network will suddenly bring the show back, some people close to the situation believe that comeback could be a long shot. The real challenge was never about copying Wendy's style. The goal for any daytime host is simple: get viewers excited to tune in every single day to hear your take, your stories, and your personality. Unfortunately, many critics felt that connection never fully clicked with audiences. People can get celebrity news and gossip from almost anywhere these days. But what made Wendy's show stand out was her bold personality and the way she delivered those stories with unforgettable energy. That unique spark kept viewers coming back, and many fans believe it's a very difficult role for anyone else to step into. Sherri's show reportedly wasn't losing money for the network, but it also wasn't bringing in the kind of huge profits they were used to during the Wendy Williams era. Executives had grown comfortable with the massive buzz and ratings Wendy used to generate. With Sherri, things were steady but not explosive. Insiders say the network secretly hoped she would bring a little more bold energy and unpredictable moments, but instead she kept things polished and safe. Sources close to Wendy have been saying for a long time that they never believed Sherri would hold that position for very long. Their argument was simple. Wendy built a style that was almost impossible to copy. Her delivery, her commentary, and the way she stirred conversation every single day created a formula that was hard for anyone else to recreate. Now, the rumors getting louder in the industry are even more dramatic. Some insiders claim producers are eager to see Wendy return to daytime television and possibly reclaim the spotlight she once held. If that happens, it would be one of the most talked about comebacks in daytime TV.
My goal right now, and the priority, is to get her back home. Wherever home is, not there. Which come go as she pleases.
Right here in New York, where I'm working, and you know what kind of stuff I want to do. As a matter of fact, we just met somebody very familiar with, well.
She wants to get back to work, and she should get back to work.
Right.
People love her. I get more calls in support of her than I've ever had for any client, ever.
There's also talk that Wendy could be released from her guardianship within the next few months. If that situation changes, it might open the door for her to step back into hosting again. Behind the scenes, networks are reportedly watching closely and exploring ways to bring her back to the screen. And here's another twist people are talking about. Wendy has reportedly secured a new place in New York while discussions about future projects continue. Some reports even claim a new show could begin filming around the time Sherri's program wraps its final run in the fall. What really has people talking, though, is the idea that the opportunities Sherri reportedly requested, things like a bigger budget, more creative control, and expanded staff might now be offered to Wendy instead. If that happens, the daytime TV landscape could shift in a major way. But the drama around this situation is far from over. Behind the scenes, people in the daytime TV world are already whispering that networks are watching Wendy's next move very closely. Executives understand something important. Wendy's name still grabs attention. Even after everything she has been through, her brand still carries serious weight in entertainment. Industry insiders say the moment Wendy officially confirms she's ready to work again, offers could start flying in from different directions. Producers know that controversy, personality, and strong opinions are exactly what keep daytime television alive. And for years, Wendy mastered that formula better than almost anyone else in the business. Fans have also been extremely vocal online. Many longtime viewers are saying the same thing. Daytime TV has felt different without Wendy's sharp commentary and unpredictable moments. Some viewers say they miss the energy she brought when discussing celebrity headlines and trending stories. That unique style kept audiences talking long after each episode ended. At the same time, others are curious about what a comeback would actually look like. Would Wendy return with the same bold approach that made her famous, or would she come back with a completely refreshed format? Either way, one thing is clear. If Wendy walks back onto a daytime stage, the buzz around that first episode would be massive. For now, the television world is watching and waiting. If the rumors turn out to be true and Wendy steps back into hosting soon, it could shake up the entire daytime talk show scene all over again. And here's another detail that has people talking. Some reports say producers are even planning to create a custom purple chair for Wendy if she returns to television. The idea is that she could glide onto the stage instead of walking, helping her manage mobility challenges while still keeping that iconic look fans remember. There's also talk that this gesture would be part of making things right with Wendy after the way her exit from daytime TV unfolded. While many people feel sympathy for Sherri after losing her show, a lot of viewers are still focused on one big question. Is Wendy finally coming back? For years, fans have been waiting to see her return to the spotlight, and many believe the timing might finally be right. Online reactions have been mixed but very passionate. One viewer wrote, "Never cared for the woman, especially after she filled in Wendy's daytime slot. Sherri should be thanking her. Wendy deserves her spot back. Nobody asked for Sherri." Others took a more balanced view and pointed out that stepping into a role after such a well-known host is never easy. One comment even said, "She stepped into some very big shoes following behind Wendy. She should feel proud of her. 4 seasons of a talk show is not easy. Best wishes, Sherri." Now the real question is for you. Would you like to see Wendy Williams return to daytime television? Do you think she should reclaim that spot? Or do you think the industry should move in a completely different direction? Drop your thoughts down in the comments and let everyone know how you feel. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves celebrity drama and talk show news. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.